What if I told you that an ancient spiritual idea could actually be a blueprint for becoming a better leader, a more visionary founder, or just a more impactful person in general? Well, today we're going to dive into Vishnu Bhakti, but maybe not in the way you're used to. We're looking at it as a super practical framework for growth, a kind of roadmap for taking your influence from just you to something, well, massive. And it all kicks off with a really simple visual puzzle. So let's start with this. You've definitely seen pictures of the deity Vishnu, right? He's got four hands, holding all these symbolic things. But then you look at his most famous human forms, his avatars, like Rama and Krishna, and they've only got two hands. What's up with that? Why the difference? I promise you, this isn't just some random artistic choice. It's actually the key that unlocks this entire idea. The answer to our little puzzle about the hands, well, it all comes down to understanding two key concepts: Deva and Bhagavan. Now, they both have to do with the divine, sure, but they operate on totally different scales. One represents the power of a huge institution, and the other, the potential of one single individual. Okay, so here's the big reveal. Vishnu, with his four hands, isn't just a person. He represents a deva, which is basically an institution. Think of it like a massive corporation or a government. Those extra hands, they symbolize all the different departments, the huge resources, the widespread reach that an entire system has. But Rama and Krishna, they're shown as Bhagavan, the individual, a visionary leader, maybe. Their two hands show the incredible power a single person can have, but also, the natural limits of what one person can do alone. So what makes someone a Bhagavan? Well, it comes from having a special quality called bhaga. The best way to think about bhaga is as this power of expansion, of growth, of sustaining things. Kind of like the sun, It shines its light, it helps things grow, it keeps the whole system running. It's simple, really. A person with wealth, or a dhanam, is called a dhanvan. So a person who has this incredible, expansive quality of bhaga, they're called a bhagavan. It's all about an individual's potential to grow and light up the world around them. All right, so how does a regular person go about getting this bhaga quality? How do you actually do it? Well, this idea of personal expansion is laid out in a really clear way as a kind of universal journey of growth. This framework gives us 5 clear stages of evolution that pretty much anyone can go through. And you know what? This path is something we can all recognize. We all start at stage 1, the nascent stage, where we're totally dependent on others. Then we grow into the individual stage. We can take care of ourselves, pay our own bills. From there, our circle gets a little bigger, to the family stage, where we're providing for our loved ones. Then it can expand even further to the social stage, where we're helping our whole community, volunteering, leading local projects. And then comes the final jump, the institutional stage. This is where you build something or become part of something that's way, way bigger than just you. Think starting a company, a nonprofit, a movement that can actually change the system. Now, that final, 5th stage, that deliberate choice to leap from helping your community to building a whole institution, that quest has a name. And this, right here, is the very heart of our explainer. This is where we get to define Vishnu Bhakti for our modern world. So get this. In this framework, Vishnu Bhakti isn't about passive worship. Not at all. It's the active quest to grow beyond yourself. It's that powerful drive to institutionalize your impact, to build or join something that can do what no one person ever could. It's the conscious journey from being that two-handed individual to becoming a key part of that many-handed institution. So why even bother with this quest? What's the payoff? Well, the rewards are pretty profound. For one, you become a Vishnu Ansha, literally a part of Vishnu. You become a piece of a larger sustaining force that has a massive impact. This is how you attract Lakshmi, which means true sustainable wealth. You also gain moksha. And listen, in this context, moksha isn't some far-off spiritual goal. It's practical. It's freedom from your limitations. It's the ultimate answer for anyone who feels pinned down by their situation. Okay, let's zoom out for a second. This whole personal journey of growth we've been talking about, it's actually a perfect reflection of a much bigger cosmic drama that's described in these ancient texts called the Puranas. Our own struggles, our own quests to grow, they're mirrored in these huge epic stories. Here's a great example. In the Puranas, you're always reading about the Devas, who we now know are like smaller institutions, and they're facing some huge crisis. They're about to lose it all. And who do they turn to for help? They go to Vishnu, the bigger, more stable institution, to help fix things. It's such a powerful metaphor for how smaller companies, or even our own individual efforts, often need to connect with a larger system to really survive and thrive. This cosmic dance isn't just happening out there, it's happening inside of us, too. There's this incredible story that really gets to the heart of the conflict we all face, that internal battle between being happy with our success and pushing ourselves to keep growing. It's about two gatekeepers of Vishnu's realm, Jaya and Vijaya. Their names literally mean victory and greater victory, and their story tells us something really deep about what success can sometimes do to us. So Jaya and Vijaya basically become the poster children for what you might call a cursed victory. You know what I mean? It's a success that ends up trapping you. It becomes a box that you can't grow out of. You're just stuck. But Vishnu? He represents the exact opposite. He lives in a place called Vaikuntha, which literally means the unlimited. He is that unstoppable force of expansion that over time will always break through any single static win. So what's the bottom line here? What's the ultimate takeaway? It's that when we dissolve our personal limitations, when we merge our own efforts into something truly expansive, a company, a movement, a cause, we get to tap into these fundamental cosmic forces. We attract Lakshmi, which is real sustainable wealth. We achieve Mukti, which is true freedom from our own constraints. We get access to Brahma, which is a deeper knowledge and understanding of how things really work. And we connect to Ananta Shasha, which just means the unlimited, widespread resources you need to make a real, lasting change in the world. In the end, this whole journey, from the two-handed individual to the many-handed institution, it's really just the story of human potential. It's about taking our unique skills, our passions, and leveraging them to build or join something that's going to outlast us, something that will have an impact far beyond what our own two hands could ever achieve. So the real question this whole framework leaves us with is this: how will you choose to expand?